Hello dear friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue the next part of this topic, that's a parturition and the lactation. As the humans are viviparous, as they give the birth to their young one. In the parturition is the process of giving the birth to a baby. The physical activity involved in parturition like the uterine, abdominal contraction, dilation of cervix, passage of baby are collectively called as the labor. This parturition, the act of expelling the full-term baby from mother uterus at the end of pregnancy, means at the end of gestation period. When this gestation period is completed, means near about the 280 days, that is which is calculated from the first day of the last menstrual cycle, means approximately it is considered as the 40 weeks, means 9 months. The major organs are formed by the 12th week and rest of the gestation period fetus is grow. Baby should be born when mature. After the complete development, after the complete maturation of the fetus, it forms the baby. That is, the fetus gives the signal when it is mature by secreting the ACTH hormone, that's the adrenocorticotropic hormone, from the pituitary gland. This fetal hormone accumulates in the mother blood. This hormone, that is a ACTH, it is accumulates in the mother blood till they give the decreasing the progesterone production. It results in increase the secretion of the prostaglandins, reduce the progesterone level, induce the secretion of the oxytocin hormone. Means whenever there is a decreasing the level of the progesterone, start the secretion of the oxytocin hormone by the mother pituitary gland. This oxytocin hormone, it is also says as the birth hormone. That is, this oxytocin, it stimulate the uterine muscles to contract, and the prostaglandins increase the force of contraction. Means this oxytocin and the prostaglandins, both these two plays a very important role in the parturition process. This leads to the expulsion of the baby from uterus, causing the birth. The baby it's ready for birth. It's near about the 53 centimeter long and its weight, which is near about 2.7 to 4.5 kg. And his and her skin, it's a bluish pink. In human, as a pigment, it's made after the exposure to the sunlight. Afterward that, this parturition process, it involves the forceful muscular contraction of the uterine wall. The fetus normally settles down towards the head in the pelvic cavity. So this one is a fetus and it's a head which is directed towards the pelvic cavity about 2 weeks before the birth. On the completion of the gestation period, means on the completion of the pregnancy period, that is after the 9 months, the labor it start causing the pain in the abdominal region. And this parturition process, it is of the 3 stages. The first stage it says as the dilation, second one is expulsion, and the third one is the placental stage. Afterward, in the first stage, that is says as the dilation phase. So what happened in the dilation phase? It is last for about the 12 hours. Regular peristalsis contraction of the uterine wall. It begins top to downward. So this this peristalsis contraction of the uterine wall, it is start forming, and that is it forms from top to the downward. It moves the fetus downward. That's so you can see here this fetus it start moving towards the downward side, towards the cervix region. As a result, what happened? The amnion and the corine it's ruptured, and the amniotic fluid which is pass out through the vagina. As the fetal placenta, it's pulled out from the uterine wall and make the baby free. So you can see here that is the corine and the amniotic fluid. It's come out from the vagina region and the baby it start come out from the vagina region. Afterward, the next phenomena it's a expulsion. So what happened in the expulsion? It is last for the 20 minutes or it may be the 1 hour. The uterine contraction become more powerful and are accompanied by the contraction of the abdominal wall. Due to this, the baby it is gradually pushed. This baby it is gradually pushed towards the dilated cervix and the vagina with the head foremost. The baby it is finally delivered. This baby it is finally come out from the uterus. It is come out outside the uterus and take a first breath. That is says as the birth phenomena. The umbilical cord is ligatured at the two places close to the body. This umbilical cord, it is cut at the two places. One it is close to the body and the second one it is close to in the mother region. That is the umbilical cord is ligatured at the two places close to the body and cut between the ligatures. As this free the baby totally from the mother body. After cutting this umbilical cord, the baby it is totally free from the mother body. The cervix and the vagina are dilated and the ligament of the pelvic girdle are relaxed. The hormone, that's a relaxing hormone from the corpus luteum for the easy birth of the baby. Afterward, the third phenomena which is here that is says as a placental stage. So what happened in the placental stage? It is last for 10 to the 45 minutes after the birth. The placenta and the umbilical cord. So this one is a placenta and this says as a umbilical cord. This placenta, umbilical cord and the fetal membrane it is expelled. By a series of uterine contraction it is come out. It's a totally come out from the uterus as it's a totally free from the uterus region. The structure it is referred as the afterbirth. For the contraction of the uterus close to the cervix prevent the excessive bleeding. Bleeding throughout the process it kept low by the contraction of smooth muscles of uterine blood vessels supplied by placenta. Afterward that you can see here that is the parturition and the lactation. The first phenomena we see that's a parturition. The parturition means after the parturition the umbilical cord is cut off. So you can see here this umbilical cord it's a cut here. The placenta and the remnant of umbilical cord are expelled from the maternal body after the parturition. So this one is the placenta and this is says as the umbilical cord which is come out from the uterus region which is come out from the maternal body. That is called as a afterbirth phenomena. Afterward that the next phenomena we see that is says as the lactation. As this image it indicate the various stages of the parturition. First one it says as the dilation, second one is expulsion and the third one is a afterbirth phenomena. Next phenomena we see that's a lactation. So what's a lactation? The mammary gland it start producing the milk at the end of the pregnancy. By the process it called as the lactation. This process the mammary gland it start producing the milk and that process it called as the lactation process. That's this after the birth the first fluid which is released from the mother body which is released from the mother mammary gland it called as the colostrum. This colostrum it is both nutrition and the rich in antibodies. The colostrum it is slightly yellow in color. There is an absence of fat and the very little amount of sugar is here. But there it contains a very rich amount of protein and the rich amount of calories. The most significant phenomena is what? There is a presence of antibodies that helps developing the resistance for the newborn baby. As after about 3 to 4 days after the delivery, the normal milk is produced from the mammary gland. The mammary gland product In the mammary gland, the milk production is stimulated. It starts by the secretion of the prolactin hormone. In the mammary gland, the milk production it's stimulated due to the presence of hormone that is said as a prolactin hormone. This prolactin hormone, which is synthesized in the anterior side of the pituitary gland, and it is controlled by the hypothalamus. As this hypothalamus, it gives the response to the anterior pituitary gland to start synthesize the prolactin hormone. When the prolactin hormone it starts synthesizing, the milk gland cells become activated and there is a synthesizing the milk. The second hormone which is played a very important role in the lactation phenomena, that is says as the oxytocin hormone. That is the ejection of milk, means the removal of milk. That's the milk entered it into the baby's mouth. That's the ejection of the milk, removal of the milk from the mammary gland and enters it into the baby mouth. That's a ejection of the milk. It is stimulated by rising the level of the oxytocin hormone when the baby being the nursing. That's a two hormone. It plays a very important role in the lactation process. That is a prolactin, and the second one it's a oxytocin hormone. Hope so you understood it. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.